Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I will be flipping through the Candyland journals that I made for the series I've been doing on how to make a board game junk journal. I made two of these. One of them is a vintage Candyland game and the other was a newer style, and they both are ring bound. I used the board from the board game for the cover and added some fabric and trims. I tied ribbons on the binder rings, and then I made a charm for each one out of one of the gingerbread men Candyland pieces and a candy charm. And so that is on a little lobster clasp that you can take off. They are approximately about an inch and a quarter thick, but you can definitely add in more pages. The binder rings, I believe, are an inch and a half, so that you definitely could add in some more pages. On the cover, I added a couple of the board game pieces and then made a little lollipop on the Cricut. On the inside, I made a library card pocket and tucked a couple things in there, a golden ticket and a little note card, and then I decorated the pocket with some paper and a piece from the vintage card. There is a donut there that I made on the Cricut, and then a bingo card in that pocket, and then the pocket was a cutout from the Candyland board game itself, the actual box. And then I made a ruffle on the side with some zigzag trim. On the other side, the patterned paper is gummy bears, and so I made a pocket there, added some of the cards, and then stuck in a little card there. That is a notepad paper that was from, I think, the Dollar Tree. And on the other side, I made a pocket with an Airheads box and stuck in a couple things. On that side is a Candyland sheet music, and then I have a Sizzix die to cut out those little gingerbread men. On the other side, I decorated with stickers, and then that is a sweet little memo pad paper. And then I had some fun pink lined paper, and I added a little embellished paper clip at the top and clipped some items. And then on this page, I made some paper and then added a pocket down below with donut scrapbook paper and added the Candyland little logo there. There's a recipe card in here, a recipe card page that you can fill out, as well as that vintage recipe card. And that pocket is sewn with some pom-pom trim on the side, so really cute. And then on the other side, there is a Willy Wonka bar little tuck spot, and then there is this really fun little tag insert. And I do have a video on this if you want to see it. It's using dies, I believe from Coco Rosso, so go ahead and check out those. Now these are from BB Craft, I believe. I'll have the right name up here. And then on this side, this is from a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book that I have. Just a book page there. There is a little glassine bag, and I just tucked in a little paint chip card. And then this is a vintage book cookbook page on how to make fun, I think it's Rice Krispie treats, and then animal cookies on the other side. And then this is a piece of the Candyland board that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. They're little mini versions. On the inside, I made a little belly band with some of the playing cards, and then added a vintage fudge recipe card there. And then on the other side, I made a lemon head little pocket from a lemon head box that I picked up at Party City, little individual candy, and then added a little Cricut lollipop and Monopoly money in there. And then on this side, I have some really cute candy paper. I made two little pockets that have little side pull-outs there, and those are some paint chip cards as well. On the opposite side of the paint chip card, I just added a note card so that you could write on them. And then on this side, there's another pocket, and I added in a cutout that was from a candy book, and then another recipe card. So these totally could be, like, you could put your favorite candy or dessert recipes in this book and maybe add pictures. Here is a little sweets notepad page, and then a grid paper, and I added some rainbow rickrack there. And then here is another page from that sweets little book from the Dollar Tree, and I tucked up some stickers and another playing card up there. So I was just showing you, there's that altered paper clip. And then on the right side here, this is a page that I made, and it was using dies. Again, I do have a video on how I did this. And then I made a tuck with that Candyland board game that came off the back of some Peeps cereal that my husband tried, and he gave me the box. So I just cut it up. There's little pockets on the right on those little the tag flip out. So I put little tickets in there. And then on the other side, I made a little pocket with some candy cane paper, and then added a little tag that I made with just scraps and some more notebook paper. This has a couple little cards in there and some fun donut ribbon at the top. And then there's another cookbook page, and this has some Christmas candies, candy canes, and then on the other side just has some recipes. And then the next page is the composition notebook page, and I added some gummy bear stickers at the top, and then more notebook paper there in fun blue, and I just added a strip of rainbow paper and rainbow ribbon on the side. And then I have this fun ice cream bag that I just added some more notebook paper in, or it's like notepad paper. Over on this side, there's a large composition notebook page that I folded and then added 2 pockets on the sides with some tags and tickets that are sticking in there. I love to use my scraps to make as many tags as I can to add into all of my journals. Moving on to the next page, here is another one of my marbled papers that I made. It's just with shaving cream and food coloring. So if you've never done that, I think I have a video. I'll try to link it down below of how I made that. So I just added in a donut and a lollipop there. And then on this side, I added another one of the polka dot glassine bags, but I just glued that onto the page to make a pocket and added more of the notepad paper. And then here is another composition notebook page that I decorated with stickers, and then I added a tuck spot on the side there with the candy paper, added in a note card and a little candy tag. Moving on, here is another piece of that Candyland board game from the Dollar Tree. I made some pockets and tucks on the inside, included another gingerbread man that I cut with my Sizzix die, and a little vintage a slide. And then over here is another vintage cookbook page. This just has some fun decorated cakes on both sides, just really cute. And then on this next page I have a belly band made with scrapbook paper and playing cards, and then a couple little notebook or notepad pages in there. And that is just a scrap I found that I thought was fun. I made I used some cheap nail polish and decorated some cards a long time ago, but I just thought that the color went well with this. And then inside this little insert are 2 pockets, and I just tucked in a bunch of things, an Airhead wrapper and one of the Cricket donuts and a note card, and then on the other side I have a tag that it was an altered paint chip, and that has a Nerds box on the front with some rickrack and scrapbook paper, and then a little tag that sticks in at the top. Then I added another little lollipop. And on this side is a belly band with scrapbook paper, and then I added in a scrap of my candy paper and a Monopoly money. Here is a pink notebook paper. And then another page from the Willy Wonka book with some playing cards tucked at the top, and then I added some polka dot ribbon fabric down at the bottom to make a tab. This next page is some grid paper that I added some more gummy bear stickers. Here is another page from that Sweets book. More notepad paper and notebook paper. And then here's another vintage cookie recipe page from a cookbook. And more recipes on the back. And then this page is a candy cane page that I sewed ruffle trim on the side, and then on the opposite side is some fun ice cream donut candy scrapbook paper. And then this is the last page, the inside cover. I made some a banner embellishment, and I have a video on that. And then I have a gingerbread little piece there, and then this tag that I used with distress ink, and it has some ribbon attached at the top and a little charm tag. So that is it on this one. The other one is really similar to this, so I'm just going to let you watch it as it goes through, and you can check out the differences. The vintage pages, of course, are different, but I tried to lay it out pretty much the same, and it has all the same amount of elements and similar elements, but hopefully you enjoyed this little flip through, and that you will go ahead and check it out in my Etsy shop. I'll have the links down below. And if anything, I hope that this gives you inspiration to make your own Candyland or board game junk journal in the future. And go ahead and check out the whole series to see how you can make your own. Yeah, so give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and just sit and watch the rest of this so you can see what's in this second journal. And I'll see you again next time, guys. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye!